Hello and welcome back to GotAUkulele.com reviews. It's been a long time coming to get this brand on the website, and that brand is Fender, the masters of electric guitar. And it's not through want of trying. I've been doing reviews for getting on for 10 years now. I have asked Fender, and I get no response from them at all. Maybe they just don't like people doing reviews of their instruments. But what's also odd is that the ukulele specialist stores that I recommend people buy in never carry Fender either, which is very odd and a bit worrying. They're freely available in the big mass market high street music stores, but I don't recommend buying a ukulele from them because they tend to not know what they're talking about. So it's almost like Fender are kind of outside the ukulele community. Anyway, there we are, enough about that. We have one, and we have one because I bought it. I bought it so I could get it on the website because it was glaringly missing from the list. And this is from a new range from Fender of their 2017 models, their beach models, which are all named after Californian beaches, ukuleles, beaches. How wonderfully stereotypical. And this is the Montecito, which is pretty much up at the top end, and it's a tenor. And it's a Koa tenor, and you're looking at it and you may be thinking that looks exactly the same as the Fender No Here, and it is pretty much identical in the way it looks, but it has a pretty obvious difference because whilst the No Here was made of Koa 2, the No Here is all laminate Koa. This has a solid Koa top. So laminate back and sides, single piece, back single piece, which is pretty dead flat. But that top is some reasonably attractive Koa, solid Koa. And that's quite a step up. And strangely, it's the same price as the No Here. So you're getting better value there. Double bout tenor, pretty standard in its shape. Really nice, classy looking cream edge binding and abalone purfling, and that same abalone around the sound hole. I think it's a very attractive ukulele. It's got a very small diminutive slotted bridge, which I like, and that's a bone saddle. It's a pretty classy looking instrument. The gloss is finished really nicely. There's not a lot I don't like about it. The kerfing is not notched, which is surprising, but the bracing is pretty delicate. And it's attractive, it really is. Up to the neck, which is specified as being made out of NATO. This is in 3 pieces with very carefully hidden joint at the heel and one halfway down the neck. Nice little bit of a heel cap there, and that is topped with a cream edge bound rosewood fingerboard. I like cream edge binding on fingerboards. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 nickel frets to the body, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 in total. Nice and generous. Position markers at 5, 7, 10, 12 and 15, and we've got dots on the side as well. And it's all in really good condition. Obviously the binding helps in meaning that you can't feel the edges of the frets. It's really tidy. I like it, really like it. My first gripe, and it's a big gripe actually, and it is purely an aesthetic gripe, is this headstock. Yeah, I know that's the Fender headstock. In fact, it's the Fender Telecaster style headstock, which I love. I love it on electric guitars. I just think they look really odd on acoustic instruments. I don't like it when Fender put these on their acoustic guitars, and I really don't like it on a ukulele. There's no technical reason why it's a problem. I just don't think it looks right. Fender spaghetti style logo on there, and it's all in gloss. I just hate it, I'm afraid. And I also hate them. Sort of Clusen vintage style, chunky, massive tuners. They work really well, and they're well made, but they just don't look right on a ukulele. Yeah, there we are. It comes strung with what I think are D'Addario gnarl guts on the C, E and A string and a wound low G. Don't give me a low G as a matter of course on a new ukulele, and certainly don't give me a wound one. Just give me G, C, E, A and standard re-entrant. I'll decide whether I put a low G on it, but there we are. And it comes with a next to pointless Fender gig bag, really thin, pretty poor quality. And that's all going to be £210 in the UK. So as I say, same price that No Here was pretty much, but you're getting solid Koa top. Now, let's get on with playing it. I must say, I played Fender ukuleles before and I didn't like them. I thought they were really dead and lifeless and pretty underwhelming. like I think their acoustic guitars are actually. I think they make great electric guitars. I think they should stay off acoustic instruments. They don't really make them very well, I don't think. And so I wasn't expecting great things from this. But it is a new model, so perhaps they've revamped it, and I wanted to go into it open-minded. And it's got a nice voice. It's got a nice singing, a bright, chiming, good sustain. The one thing it hasn't got is volume. For a big body, it's a quiet ukulele. It's not ultra quiet, but it's quiet enough for me to notice it. Saying that, it is a nice voice, and I'm rather taken by it. Setup, perfect, no problems. A little bit high at the saddle, but it's not affecting anything. Having to really thrash that quite hard to get some power out of it. Finger picking is nicer, I think. I'm not totally put off by it. I think it looks great. I think it's built really well. I hate the headstock, but I love the body. I like the sound. The sound is really nice. It's very pleasant. It's just so damn quiet. And I don't know why, because the top isn't thick, the bracing isn't overdone. It's not heavy. It's balanced. It's well made in all other respects. Maybe it's the strings, but something's killing the volume. I don't know what it is. The Fender Montecito gets a pretty decent score from me, actually, and probably a recommendation, so long as you can put up with not having punchy volume. I think you might get a bit lost in a club situation, but for a nice pretty ukulele at home, or a ukulele to take around with you, it's very pretty, and it's got a pretty voice too, just quiet. Fender Montecito tenor ukulele, solid koa top, laminate koa back and sides, not bad actually. Fair play Fender. Back next week, something very special coming for you.